All right, so 5 new technologies. Number 2 is this website called Peardeck. It's not so much of a website that's used, but it's kind of an add-on or an extension to Google Slides. So what it essentially does is that it's kind of locks in your students' devices, so they're forced to kind of follow. Well, I hate to say forced, but they make sure they stay in the same pace as you, right? They're not on other websites. They're not on games. They're not jumping ahead in the presentation. They are on the same slide you are. So how it kind of works is, it's an extension for Google Slides, and once you approve it to work. This website, by the way, is wonderful, like step-by-step for a bunch of things right on the homepage. Super neat. So we see here, you go in and you open the Peardeck sidebar, blah, 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 and you can even, it says go in here, Peardeck, present with Peardeck. So then, once your students get in, you're ready to go. They're moving right along with you. So, I mean, I like this just because my school is one-to-one, and a lot of schools are moving that way, which I believe is good. And it can be hard to keep students on task when if you allow them to take notes on your computer, which for some is certainly really helpful, really important. Others may be a little prone to abuse this privilege, not pay attention, play games, like I said. So this, I feel, is useful for that. And also, you can drop in formative assessments in the middle of it, right? So this is something I really like because I've been working on adding more formative assessments. Right now, they're mostly at the end of my lessons, and I'd like to have just some smaller, questions in the middle of it, so I can really get a judge on if we understood the last topic. Because it's better to address it right then and there than like a week later when people don't understand it on a review, something along those lines. As for audience, it's going to be used on students, but I find this being most useful for teachers, right? Teachers are the ones who are going to really appreciate it. It allows them to focus less on making sure computers are on task and be able to focus more on explaining information. So in regards to standards, I've found, in my opinion, I really thought ISTE 5C was applicable. I know I selected this for the last one. It's kind of vague and kind of will catch all these these internet tools, but I really liked the use of the word engage, right? Because this is really gonna to some extent force students to be engaged. Force isn't a great word, but allow them to just make sure they're not moving too fast. They're moving with you, and they're not getting distracted by other things. And then also ISTE 7B, and this one particularly because implement a variety of formative assessments and provide timely feedback. So, as I said, just perfect for me because I'm trying to implement more formative assessments, and I'd like the feedback to be sooner. And so, right there in the middle of a presentation is perfect by all means, for me. So yeah, this is Peardeck, completely free. It works with Google Slides. I think it'll work with PowerPoint too, as long as you migrate your PowerPoint slides into Google. So Peardeck.